Now that we've examined Crocs from the inside out, it's time to step to the external environment to understand the market forces shaping its success. This external analysis will help us evaluate how Crocs compares to its key competitors and how the broader industry landscape influences its strategic options. We'll explore both the competitive dynamics and structural factors that define the playing field, identifying key risks, emerging opportunities, and areas where Crocs can strengthen its market position. We begin our external analysis with a closer look at Crocs' direct competitors. Understanding how Crocs stacks up against industry leaders is essential for identifying both strategic gaps and areas of opportunity. To start the rival analysis, we'll look at the financial performance of Crocs compared to its key competitors Nike and Skechers from 2020 to 2024, focusing on revenue and year-over-year growth. Nike led in revenue growth but saw slowing momentum, ending with only 0.28% growth. Skechers showed steady growth, reaching 12% last year. Crocs had explosive early gains but slowed significantly to 3.53%. Next, we assess liquidity ratios to evaluate each company's ability to meet short-term obligations. Nike had the strongest and most stable liquidity throughout, with healthy cash reserves. Skechers weakened over time, and Crocs showed risk with a cash ratio under 0.3. Now, we turn to solvency ratios, which help us understand each company's long-term financial health and risk profile. Nike and Skechers maintained strong balance sheets. Crocs spiked in debt post-Haydud acquisition but has steadily deleveraged since. We now shift our focus to how efficiently each company turns revenue into profit. Crocs led in margins, though volatile. Nike remained steady, while Skechers improved gradually but still trails. While profitability highlights earning strength, activity ratios help us understand how effectively a company utilizes its assets to generate that performance. Crocs showed the highest efficiency with fast inventory turnover and the shortest cash conversion cycle. Nike stayed consistent, Skechers improved notably. To tie these elements together, we turn to DuPont analysis, a breakdown that links profitability, efficiency, and leverage to provide a deeper look into return on equity. Crocs had high ROE in 2021 due to leverage, then declined. Nike was stable. Skechers had the best asset turnover. Crocs led in margins during peak years. Now turn to cash flow analysis to assess the company's ability to generate and manage cash in its core operations. From 2020 to 2024, Crocs outperformed in cash metrics, especially post-2021. Nike was stable but less aggressive. Skechers lagged but improved slightly. With a clear view of operational cash strength, we now shift to investment performance, looking at how these financial outcomes reflect in market metrics and shareholder returns. Crocs appears undervalued with strong earnings. Nike maintains high valuation due to brand strength. Skechers trades low, reflecting cautious investment sentiment. Now that we've analyzed financial performance, we move from the numbers to the operations behind them through a value chain analysis. We'll begin with inbound logistics. All three source materials mainly from Asia with a focus on quality checks. Crocs and Nike uses just-in-time systems. Crocs uses Croslite, Nike uses Flyknit, and Skechers uses synthetic materials. Moving to operations, manufacturing is outsourced to Asia with strong quality control. Crocs focuses on Croslite molding, Nike applies lean systems across global factories, and Skechers leverages tech-enabled checks and warehousing. Next, we examine outbound logistics. Each brand uses regional distribution, e-commerce fulfillment, and reverse logistics. Nike leads with RFID and DTC strategies. Crocs simplifies tracking across channels, while Skechers utilizes automation. Now, let's look at marketing and sales. All use influencer campaigns and social media. Nike emphasizes its iconic brand and direct sales. Crocs focuses on collaborations and user experience, while Skechers uses omni-channel strategies and mobile marketing. Finally, for primary activities is the service. Each provides returns and multi-channel support. Nike stands out with product customization and app features. Crocs leans on loyalty programs and UGC, while Skechers uses AI tools and CRM systems. Now, for support activities, firm infrastructure, Crocs, headquartered in Broomfield, Colorado, focuses on cost and scalability. Nike, with its global headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon, leads in ESG and strategic growth. Skechers, based in Manhattan Beach, California, supports global expansion with cost efficiency. Moving on to human resource management, all prioritize employee safety, training, and diversity. Nike has the largest workforce with robust development paths. Skechers values recognition and recruitment. Crocs emphasizes internal training and safety. Now we explore their technology development. Each invests in AI, personalization, and product innovation. Nike leads in R&D and sustainability. Crocs focuses on automation and cross-light tech. Skechers leans into cloud systems and consumer insights. Lastly, we look at procurement. All stress ethical sourcing and long-term partnerships. Nike leads in traceability with blockchain. Crocs emphasizes procurement tech. Skechers upholds supplier compliance through external standards. Now, let's discuss the current strategies employed by the three companies. Crocs differentiates through pop culture collabs like Marvel and Lightning McQueen. They've diversified into sandals and boots and acquired Hey Dude for new markets. The brand leans on viral and FOMO marketing with celebrity partnerships like Justin Bieber. They expand globally via e-commerce and regional collaborations in Asia. Nike focuses on elite performance-based innovation, setting them apart. They diversify with multi-sport and lifestyle lines with the acquisition of Converse and Jordan. Their marketing uses athlete stories and viral campaigns like You Can't Stop Us. Their region-specific products like the Nike Pro Hijab and grassroots efforts drive global expansion. Skechers differentiates itself using comfort technologies. Recently, they also entered into athletic footwear. They also utilized limited edition drops with celebrity and athlete endorsements. For global expansion, they have plans for opening up to 200 new company-operated stores this year. Let's move on to the VRIO analysis. Nike's advanced footwear tech offers a temporary competitive advantage due to its value, rarity, inimitability, and strong organization. Crocs and Skechers have valuable comfort technologies but lack rarity and are easy to imitate, offering only parity. Crocs G-Beats customization provides a short-term edge due to its uniqueness and organization. Nike and Skechers offer standard customization, resulting in parity. All three have valuable and organized product portfolios, but they lack rarity or inimitability, leading to competitive parity. Athlete endorsements benefit Nike and Skechers, but since they're common and imitable, they don't create a lasting edge. Crocs does not utilize them. Celebrity collaborations are valuable but widely used and imitable, offering no sustained advantage for any brand. Nike's brand recognition stands out as rare and valuable, giving it a temporary edge. Crocs and Skechers maintain parity. Lastly, all brands have efficient, well-organized supply chains, but these are standard across the industry, providing only parity. With all that being said, here are the company critiques. Crocs excel with its iconic clogs, strong brand recognition, and pop culture relevance through celebrity collaborations. It maintains high profitability and operational efficiency. However, its overly reliant on clogs causes it to be vulnerable to fashion shifts and must continue innovating. Expanding the hated brand globally is also key for sustained growth. Nike benefits from strong financial stability, global brand prestige, diverse product lines, and leading footwear technologies backed by athlete endorsements. Yet, it faces limitations in product customization and ongoing supply chain inefficiencies. Skechers has strong financial flexibility, improved margins, and adds value through comfort focus, podiatry certified footwear. Still, it lags behind in profitability, lacks product customization, and struggles with weak brand perception and emotional appeal.
Now, we proceed to industry analysis. Let's start with Porter's 5 forces. The threat of new entrants is weak due to strong brand loyalty, significant investment requirements, and the dominance of established players. Although industry growth and digital marketing have slightly lowered entry barriers. The threat of substitutes is strong, driven by the availability of alternative footwear types, product replicas from local manufacturers, and the rise of online retail, which increases consumer exposure to competing options. Supplier power is weak to moderate, while some reliance exists on proprietary materials and third-party manufacturers in Asia. The broad availability of basic inputs and vertical integration by major brands reduces supplier influence. The bargaining power of customers is moderate, as consumers can easily switch brands, especially with online reviews and social media, though strong brand loyalty softens this influence. Finally, competitive rivalry is intensive, fueled by innovation, seasonal product releases, and direct-to-consumer strategies that amplify pricing pressures. Overall, the footwear industry presents a moderately attractive landscape. While strong brands with marketing and innovation capabilities can thrive, new entrants and small players face substantial barriers and margin pressures reflected in the industry's profit margin of 9.63%. The footwear industry faces a complex landscape shaped by political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental factors. Politically, global conflicts such as the Russia-Ukraine and Israel-Hamas wars disrupt sourcing and logistics, while new U.S. tariffs on Chinese and Mexican imports, along with the 15% minimum corporate tax, raise operational costs. Economically, inflation and high interest rates increase production expenses and reduce both consumer demand and investment capacity, while currency fluctuations, particularly a strong US dollar, dampen export revenues. Social-cultural trends favor athleisure and comfort, benefiting brands like Crocs and Skechers, with aging populations driving demand for orthopedic footwear and younger consumers insisting on sustainable, ethical products. Additionally, social media and influencer culture can rapidly make or break a product. Technologically, advancements in sustainable materials, AI-driven forecasting, and virtual try-ons are transforming production and retail, with direct-to-consumer models gaining traction. Legally, companies must navigate complex labor laws, consumer protection regulations, data privacy mandates, and ensure intellectual property rights are secured. And lastly, there is a growing pressure to adopt sustainable practices such as recycled materials and circular production, though political resistance to ESG policies and climate-related disruptions continue to pose challenges. Moving on, let's now zoom in on specific opportunities and threats facing the global footwear industry. For opportunities, eco-conscious consumers, especially millennials and Gen Zs, are boosting demand for ethical and sustainable products, enhancing brand loyalty and pricing power. e-commerce and AI enable direct-to-consumer sales, personalized marketing, and improved inventory management. Aging populations create steady demand for orthopedic footwear, particularly in developed markets. Global diversification reduces geopolitical risk, while stronger legal and IP protections along with data privacy laws build consumer trust and safeguard innovation. Further threats, conflicts and new tariffs disrupt supply chains and increase production costs, especially given the industry's reliance on China and Mexico. Inflation, currency fluctuations, and reduced consumer spending further pressure margins. Legal and regulatory challenges such as labor law enforcement, data privacy compliance, and cybersecurity demands add complexity and cost, especially for direct-to-consumer models. Rapidly changing consumer trends require fast innovation with the risk of falling out of fashion quickly. Environmental disruptions like climate change and natural disasters threaten logistics and material availability, while failure to meet ESG standards can damage brand reputation. Additionally, ethical missteps can quickly go viral through social media, intensifying reputational risk in a trend-sensitive market. Nike, Crocs, and Skechers occupy distinct strategic positions in the footwear industry, as illustrated by these two strategic group maps. The first map, based on price level and product range, shows Nike at the high end with a broad range, offering both performance and lifestyle products that emphasize innovation and brand prestige. Skechers is moderately priced with a similarly broad range, appealing to value-conscious consumers seeking both comfort and performance. Crocs, with a narrower product range focused on casual wear like clogs and sandals, competes in the lower price segment, targeting niche lifestyle and comfort-oriented consumers. The second map, comparing fashion and performance orientation, places Nike as the leader in both areas, leveraging athletic innovation and fashion-forward branding through collaborations. Skechers holds the middle ground, balancing moderate performance features with casual style. Crocs, while low in performance orientation, ranks high in fashion thanks to viral celebrity partnerships and pop culture relevance, positioning it as a comfort-focused lifestyle brand with strong fashion appeal. As the market grows more competitive and fast-paced, several key success factors are emerging that brands must master to stay relevant and ahead. Rapid product innovation will help brands stay relevant in a fast-changing market. Agile and resilient supply chains, supported by nearshoring, vertical integration, and flexible manufacturing, will be essential to respond quickly to disruptions and shifting demand. Strengthening direct-to-consumer channels will allow brands to control their customer relationships, gain valuable insights from first-party data, and improve profit margins by cutting out intermediaries. Global expansion offers significant opportunities, particularly in emerging markets where urbanization and rising incomes drive demand, but success will depend on balancing a consistent brand identity with localized products and messaging. Finally, compelling brand storytelling and community engagement through purpose-driven marketing, social media, and collaborations will build emotional loyalty and deepen consumer connections in an increasingly values-driven marketplace. So, taking a step back, Crocs has successfully navigated a complex external environment by embracing innovation, tapping into cultural trends, and maintaining a bold brand identity. These trends have allowed it to stay relevant in a highly competitive global market. Moving forward, Emotional Consulting Group will be providing strategic recommendations designed to help Crocs position itself as a market leader in the years to come. So stay tuned.